How's it going, everybody? Welcome back. We have part 5 of the Japanese PRB02 series. Let me quickly empty these packs and then we'll get to ripping. Whoops. So just a quick recap. If you haven't seen the other videos, I won't spoil specifically what I got, but I will go over the numbers of what we've got and what we're still expecting. So if you don't want any spoilers, go back, check those videos out. Right now we're sitting at 2 Gold Dawn and 0 SPs or alt events. No manga, and this is boxes, these are boxes 11 through 13 with the 20 box case. So we're on the back half of the boxes, and we should have in these next 9 boxes at least 4 major hits, with the possibility of a manga for a fifth out of those 9 boxes. So there should be some good boxes coming up. No signs of any God packs, whether it be alt art or Gold Dawn yet. I don't know. I have seen stuff floating around online. I don't know how. We don't know the hit rates of that kind of stuff, so it's hard to say how common they are. I can imagine very uncommon. But it would be interesting to know. I'm guessing it's easier to pull the manga than it is the God pack. But that's just me speculating. I think if it came down to it, I would rather pull the manga at least over the alt art God pack, just because, well, one, the manga is more collectible, even if it is Japanese, and the alt arts in these, at least the PRB01 set, they tend to drop off pretty hard. There's a lot of duplicates in this set, so a lot of people pull them. Last few boxes we've been getting a handful of the regular Yamatos, so let's hope we can get the foil or the gold of that. I think I'd still rather pull the manga over the Gold Dawn pack. I would love to pull the Gold Dawn pack, but I can't deny any. There's our second one of these. I don't know what it is. Rob Lucci, what's he doing? Yeah, I think I would probably rather have the Gold Dawn, or sorry, rather have the manga than the Gold Dawn, even though I love collecting the Gold Dawns. We should have an SEC in this one. Yep, Silver Israeli, and then we should have a foil or a Gold Dawn. And if you're new here, I tend to weigh all the packs beforehand to try to track to see if there's patterns in these sets that Bandai are producing to avoid us getting scammed if we're trying to buy product on the secondary market. And I will say we haven't, of the 2 Gold Dawn, that might be our 3rd Kobe foil. And nothing against Kobe. I'm not a huge fan of duplicates to begin with, but at this rate I might be able to create a play set of those foil. Okay, we're cracking into the second box, no break. I don't know how many of these Namis I've pulled, but this one's sticking out, so maybe I didn't pay much attention to it. I like it. I think they nailed the new arts for the SRs in this set. I know they have a Boa, a Nami, and a Luffy. I'm sure they have one more, but I can't think of what it is at the moment. But those 3, I think they killed it on the arts. Whoops. Dragon, Boa, I will say with the gold Dons that I have pulled, they have both been in the last pack. And by last pack, I weigh them all beforehand and I put them in ascending order of weight. So we start with the lightest and we work our way to the heaviest packs. And both times, 2 for 2, they've been in the heaviest pack. And both of those packs have been over 22. So for reference, this is 21.66. They've been over 22. Oh, this is the other one. Yeah, even this one, I think they killed the artwork. It's so good. And I would almost argue that, I know the boa alt art off the top of my head. I think I can recall the pudding one. I can't remember the Luffy or the Nami, but I think there's a case for the SRs being even cooler than the alt arts in this case. I like that card as well. Stage. All right, I'm ripping them too fast. I can't recall if I pulled the Silver Israeli in the last box or this one, but I think we don't have any hits just yet with 4 packs to go. And as far as I'm aware, the SPs are an extra hit, so I think it's a 4-hit box if you get an SP. I never get sick of seeing that Laboon card. Nice. I don't know that I've seen this one. I mean, I haven't gone over all the alt arts. That one is super colorful, super vibrant. I'm sure not that expensive or valuable, but in terms of eye appeal and just collecting for the art, which is why I'm opening Japanese product, not to resell it. A lot of the doubles I'll probably end up giving away. There's another Silver Israeli. I just love collecting the art. And even if it's not, who is that? Otama, I think? Even if it's not a super popular character or super valuable card. That's why even some of the proxies that just random people online come up with, they're so good. I'm hoping to buy some soon and show them off, because some people are so talented in what they can do. All right, we should have a foil or a gold Don here, and this one is right at 22, so I'm going to guess a foil Don. Whoops. Oh man, this one would have been really nice to get in the gold Don, a Gear 5 Luffy. It's still pretty nice with the foil. I've gotten pretty lucky on my Dons, I would say, aside from going into box number 13. I think I know I've pulled 2 Kobes. It's possible I pulled 3. Another Yamato. They're really teasing me with the Yamato. Maybe it's just standing out more than the others. I probably haven't pulled it any more than the others. But the Kobe, I think I've pulled 3 of those. But aside from that, I think I've gotten 2 duplicates on an alt art. It's Perona card I love. And then that Lucci event, I pulled that twice. I've seen people get worse luck than me in terms of the duplicates. We still have 7 boxes to go, but I'm pretty happy with where I'm at right now. And I'm a manga away from not caring what else I get in the entire case. It's a nice one. That's a pretty cool gold Don. That might be in my top 3 whenever if we were able to pull up, I'll try to find the picture of the Gold Dawn of that one. So we got gold etching underneath the bell, Calgara, and oh man, drawing a blank. I can't remember. I just finished that arc in the series 2 and I can't think of what his name is. Mont Blanc? Is it Mont Blanc or is that his relative after the fact? I can't remember. But regardless, it's a really cool Gold Dawn. I would certainly not mind pulling that one. Caesar Clown. We got 4 packs left. We still have the alt art and the foil Dawn with the potential of still no SPs yet. Or alt events. There's a Sabo SEC, and that one feels thicker than normal. And Usopp. I will say that in terms of weighing, again, I haven't crunched any numbers, but I have weighed the packs beforehand, so I know that these are heavier than the previous ones. And interestingly enough, it hasn't been like the hits are coming in the last 3 packs every time. So I think there is some variation in where they're coming, but I will say that the foil and the Gold Dawn have always been in the last 2 packs, which is unfortunate because that's a big chase as a Rosinante. I haven't been introduced to his character in the series yet, but I'm a fan. I think his cards are underrated. They're usually really cheap, the alt arts, and I tend to like those quite a bit. All right, for reference, this one's 22.05, kind of hard to read, but definitely the heaviest by, what was the last one? 9, can't read my own writing. 8, 9, I think. So heavier by a decent amount. Let's see if we can get that Yamato Gold Dawn. Carrot. Carrot also has, all the Gold Dawns are amazing. Carrot has a really cool one where there's some etching in the moon of her character. All right, thank you guys for stopping by. I'll see you in the next one.